Welcome back to Summit Sunrise again. I'm your host, Megan, and I'm thrilled to be joined with the Town of Frisco with Gunnar. How are you today, Gunnar?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
I'm great. We were just talking about all the wonderful snowfall we've been seeing, so that is fantastic for the Nordic Center over at the Town of Frisco.
It is, yeah. It really is.
You guys are just seeing so much activities over there, and so as a beginner, how can I start skiing and getting involved?
So we have three options for beginners. One, we have private lessons. Private lessons happen daily around 2 p.m. usually, and that's a great way to get up and started really quickly. We'll get you practicing those good habits, those good techniques, instead of you teaching yourself and ending up all over the place, who knows.
Right.
And we also have some clinics for beginners. And clinics are fun because it's sort of like this group setting and everyone is learning how to ski. I taught a clinic yesterday and we had 15 women show up.
Oh, nice.
And that was like a really fun vibe. And by the end of it, they're all skiing really well.
Awesome.
And then the last option are group lessons. Group lessons happen daily at 10 a.m. And they're usually classic technique. And classic is a great way to get started. And group lessons are really great because usually the groups are just around 5 people, but it's still cheaper than the private lesson option.
Absolutely, that's so wonderful. And I mean, you guys, I know we're talking about beginners right now, but you guys also offer all kinds of training for all levels as well.
We do, yes.
Yeah, so that's really fabulous.
Yeah, so those clinics, we have beginner and intermediate clinics, but we also have intermediate to advanced clinics, and then these sort of like training ski days where you just sort of go out and ski with one of the instructors.
Nice, how fun. So if you've never raced before, is there a race for beginners?
Yes, there is. So we have the Up and Atom race series that happens at 7 a.m. Our next race is happening on January 22nd. And we've had 2 so far this winter. We usually have around 30 people show up. It's a really fun atmosphere. People are up early in the morning to get out on their skis and go skiing. So that's a great way to get started with racing.
Absolutely, and what a great introduction as well. And to be surrounded by so many people that are also in the mood to sort of get out there too. That's so fun. And what do I do if I don't have the gear for that?
Okay, so we rent, and we would be happy to rent to you, of course. Our rental fleet covers pretty much everything from like OT skis, so like partial metal edge, to like more racy type skis.
Nice. So are there any other races happening this winter?
Yes, so we have the Frisco Gold Rush, and that's a pretty special race because it's the longest running ski race in Colorado. So we're lucky to have that race here in Frisco. And that race will be happening on February 9th this year. So there is the 20-kilometer option, which will actually go out onto the lake this year, which was super cool. Yeah. And then there's a shorter option, 7.5 kilometers. And then, of course, for the kids, there's a 1-kilometer option.
Nice.
So that's always a really, really fun day at the Nordic Center.
Yeah, and it's great that you have all those different distant options. So, you know, in case someone doesn't feel quite up to the full one.
Yeah. Or if you wake up the morning of and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do 20K, then just do 7.5.
There you go. That's perfect. So you guys have all these wonderful races, and you also have a lot of family events,
yes.
right?
So coming up, actually on February 9th again, in the evening, we have the Eat, Ski, and Be Merry event. And this is a fundraiser for the Summit Nordic Ski Club. So it's for a good cause. And basically, you'll go out snowshoeing or skiing around a few of our trails. And as you go out skiing, you'll sort of happen across these bonfires and food as you're out skiing. I think there are 2 stations out there.
Perfect.
So it's a good vibe.
So February 9th, you can really spend your whole day at the Town of Frisco Nordic Center. Yeah, you can kick it off in the morning, do that 20K, and then just like keep going.
Just never stop.
Never stop. That's so fun. So how do people find you guys, and how do they register for all these great events?
So I would go onto the Town of Frisco Nordic Center website. If you look up like Frisco Nordic Center, Town of Frisco, you will find us pretty darn easily.
Perfect. And where are you guys located at?
We're at 616 Recreation Way, so just across the street from the tubing hill. Is how most people find us.
Yeah, right there off of US 9. It's super easy. I definitely recommend you guys check it out, especially that Up and Atom one. I am like motivating myself right now to get out there for that. But that's so fun. So thank you so much, Gunnar, for coming in.